Welcome to Newsline, dedicated to delivering accurate, reliable, and timely news to keep you informed every day. Our top story today: American steel producers support Donald Trump's plans for tariffs on imports from Mexico and China and want him to go even further. The Steel Manufacturing Association is calling for the reinstatement of import tariffs on steel from the United Kingdom, the EU, and Japan. These countries were included in Trump's 2018 import tariffs, but President Biden later allowed some steel imports without tariffs. The demand for additional tariffs was part of a trade proposal published on Monday by the organization, whose member companies include Steel Dynamics and Nucor. According to the association, the proposal would strengthen the domestic steel market and help address trade-disrupting practices that are believed to be carried out by other countries. Bank stocks under pressure in Paris. France is facing a deepening budget crisis, as right-wing populist party National Rally threatens to topple the government if a budget agreement is not reached by the end of the day. The political standoff has created significant uncertainty in financial markets, with bank stocks in Paris experiencing notable pressure amidst fears of escalating instability. The National Rally, led by Marine Le Pen, has taken a firm stance against the government's proposed fiscal measures, arguing that they fail to address key issues such as public spending and taxation. The party's ultimatum has raised concerns over the potential for a political deadlock, which could disrupt France's economic recovery and undermine investor confidence. Market analysts warn that a failure to resolve the impasse could have broader implications, impacting not only the French economy but also the stability of the eurozone. As negotiations continue, attention is focused on whether President Emmanuel Macron's government can secure the necessary support to pass the budget and avoid a potential no-confidence vote. UK Manufacturing PMI drops in November. The Purchasing Managers' Index, PMI, for the UK manufacturing sector fell to 48.0 in November, down from 49.9 in the previous month, according to the S&P Global CIPS report. The decline highlights ongoing challenges in the sector, as the index remains below the 50.0 threshold, indicating contraction rather than growth. The report attributes the drop to several factors, including weaker demand, supply chain disruptions, and cautious spending amidst economic uncertainty. Manufacturers reported declines in both new orders and output, driven by subdued domestic and export markets. Rising costs and inflationary pressures have also contributed to the slowdown, forcing companies to adopt more conservative production strategies. Economists note that this latest reading reflects continued struggles for the UK's industrial base, which has been grappling with post-Brexit trade complexities and a challenging global economic environment. The broader economic implications could include slower GDP growth and a tougher landscape for job creation in the sector. As businesses face persistent headwinds, analysts suggest that targeted government support and clearer trade policies could be essential to revitalize manufacturing and support its recovery trajectory. The upcoming months will be crucial in determining whether the sector can stabilize or if further contractions are on the horizon. US President Joe Biden has granted a pardon to his son, Hunter Biden, who had been convicted of charges including firearm offenses. The move comes despite Biden's earlier assertion that he would never pardon his son in the event of a guilty verdict, raising questions about the decision's timing and implications. Incoming President Donald Trump, who himself has been criticized for issuing controversial pardons during his presidency, described Biden's action as a blatant abuse of the justice system. Trump's statement has added fuel to an already polarized political climate, with critics accusing Biden of undermining public trust in the impartiality of the law. Legal experts and political commentators are divided on the pardon. Supporters argue that Biden acted out of compassion and a belief in redemption, while opponents see it as a politically damaging act of nepotism. The controversy is expected to cast a shadow over the transition of power and dominate media coverage in the coming weeks. The pardon has reignited debates about presidential clemency powers, their scope, and the ethical boundaries of their use. With Trump preparing to re-enter the White House, both sides of the political spectrum are bracing for heightened scrutiny of how executive powers are wielded moving forward. Thank you for joining us on Newsline. Stay informed, stay empowered, and we'll see you next time.